On Monday's TV6 Morning News, government overreach or extra safety? That's the question many have with a new move for National Guard members at our nation's capital.
And the push for peace continues as President Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and European leaders are set to meet later today. We've got the latest from Washington.
Plus, we highlight the final events and attractions from the last day of this year's UP State Fair. Your TV6 Morning News starts right now.
From Upper Michigan's source, this is your TV6 Morning News.
Good Monday morning to you, and thanks for waking up with us and starting off your day. I'm Mandy Koskela.
And I'm John Redfield. And Mandy, today is a little chillier today. I don't want to say I have to bring out the puffer jacket. I don't want to alarm anybody, but it was colder this morning. It was like, it felt like 30, but I know it's probably only like,
you know what?
50.
I'll give you that. It was probably closer to 50. Let's turn now to TV6 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Perez. Jennifer, I like this chill, but I feel like there's some rain coming.
Yeah, there is. It's quiet morning out there, but the first alert for today is for the rain. So make sure that you do grab an umbrella, the rain gear if you're going to be outside for extended periods of time. We'll notice that rain increase. So a few light rain showers later on this morning in the western UP, and then it becomes more scattered about. There's potential a couple of rumbles of thunder here or there around midday, but it's mainly going to be some scattered rain showers for the afternoon with more steady rain showers as we head towards the evening. Now this starts from west to east across the UP. We're not expecting severe weather, so today's just going to be kind of a wet day for us. And it starts in the western UP and early on, that's the red line. The central UP is the yellow line, and the eastern UP is the blue line. So if you're in the eastern UP, you'll tap into the rain and those thunder showers more towards later on this afternoon, extending into the evening. So here's a look at that satellite radar loop imagery. Mostly clear for this morning in a lot of areas, but the cloud cover will increase as the rain over in Wisconsin gradually moves in. Here's that hour by hour for today. I'll stop it right around close to midday. This is 11:30 in the morning as those rain showers increase across the western UP. We are going to remain below normal today. We'll talk a little bit more about when we return to above normal temperatures in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Jennifer. We'll be looking forward to that. Happening now, police in Marinette are investigating a wrong-way crash that killed a Marinette man in the town of Grover.
That's right. The Marinette County Sheriff's Office says its officers were called to the scene on US 41 just north of County Highway M. That was just before 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Initial investigation showed one car driven by 30-year-old Jose Mejias Guerrera of Marinette was driving north in the southbound lane. His car then hit a car driven by 20-year-old Barbara Galsalki Cabascango of Chicago, Illinois. She was traveling south in the southbound lane. Police say Mejias Guerrera died from his injuries, while Galsalki Cabascango had minor injuries. Police say alcohol does appear to be a factor in this crash. The Marinette County Medical Examiner's Office is also helping with this investigation.
Turning now to new developments with the National Guard in this policing of Washington, D.C. Some U.S. officials say some of the men called up to protect the streets will start carrying guns. And a statement from the Joint Task Force says that Guard members, quote, may be armed consistently with their mission and training. The number of National Guard troops will also rise in the coming days after Republican governors in 3 states, West Virginia, Ohio, and South Carolina, say they will send in hundreds of troops to support the operation. This comes as President Donald Trump aims to fight crime in the nation's capital, which is at its lowest level in decades. And in wake of the news of the additional Guard members, hundreds of people gathered at the State House in Columbus yesterday in protest of the governor's decision. Some showed off signs while others shouted chants demanding President Trump has got to go. Some argue the action represents federal overreach. Ohio is set to send 150 Guard members to the Capitol. President Trump has suggested similar Guard call-ups could happen in Democrat-run cities as well. Today, President Trump will meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as the Trump administration pushes for peace between the two countries.
That's right. In a sign of solidarity, Zelensky will be joined by European leaders seeking an end to the Russian assault that protects Ukraine's interests and future security. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Today, the next step in the push for peace, with President Trump hosting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House, along with several European leaders signaling their support for Ukraine's interests and future security in any peace deal with Russia. President Trump posting overnight, "Never had so many European leaders at one time. My great honor to host them," while Zelensky cautioned against past moves giving up Ukrainian territory, which he said Putin simply used as a springboard for a new attack. Russian President Vladimir Putin, fresh off his Friday summit in Alaska with President Trump, is demanding to keep the roughly 20% of Ukraine that Russia now occupies. Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying the U.S. is not pressing for that.
If there's going to be a peace deal, it's not going to look like that.
While defending the Trump administration's push for a broader peace deal over the ceasefire Ukraine and Europe want first, but Russia denied. President Trump had said there would be severe consequences if Putin said no. Secretary Rubio now saying imposing more sanctions imperils negotiations.
The minute he takes those steps, all talk stop.
Democrats slamming the administration's approach and Putin's red carpet treatment in Alaska.
And so Putin walks away with his photo op with zero commitments made and zero consequences. What a great day for Russia.
Special Envoy Steve Witkoff saying Russia did agree to strengthened security guarantees for Ukraine, noting there are plenty of details to discuss when Ukraine gets its seat at the table today. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
In continuing coverage, this year's UP State Fair in Escanaba has come to a close. The last day of the week-long event still saw a good turnout for people that were looking for that last bit of excitement. That includes playing games, taking a ride down the slide, getting something to eat, or just walking around and taking in the sights. Superior Lemonade is in its second year of business. This vendor from Cornell sells old-fashioned style hand-shaken lemonade. Co-owner Pat Wayner says it's hard to pick a favorite moment from the past week.
Even the vendors are a vendor family. They get along, and the parents with the kids, and the kids get to come in and they like to see we shake our lemonade, and they pick their straw color, and it's all a lot of fun things. So.
Elsewhere at the fair was the Highland Cattle Show that had 57 participants with people from all over the country, including Nebraska and Colorado. Highland cattle are traditionally used for beef. And turning now to the weather with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Perez, who's taking a look at this week.
Yeah, that's right. We're starting off with some rain and some thunder showers for the start of this work week. Right now it's quiet, but we'll see that increase throughout the day. And then after that, as we look at each day, we'll kind of catch a break from the rain. There might still be some spotty rain tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday, those are dry days for us as high pressure will control our weather. But by Thursday, we're back to toasty conditions, all right? So we're back to around near 80 degrees, while today we'll still hover in those 60s. And then we do have more active weather headed your way Friday, extending into the weekend. We have more potential for those scattered showers and thunder showers yet again. Temperatures this morning starting off in the mid to upper 50s, though it is 46 degrees if you are over in Lawrence right now. Here's what's happening across the region. Those scattered rain showers across northern Wisconsin, some thunder showers across western and southwestern Wisconsin. Now, all of that moisture is ahead of an area of low pressure that will skirt right across the UP between today and tomorrow. And then after that, high pressure will follow, giving us a couple of dry days. I'll have your first alert to how much rainfall to expect in the next 24 hours.
Thank you, Jennifer. We'll be looking forward to that. And when we come back, a unique feast and fundraiser.
We're talking about the legendary corn roast in Schoolcraft County and how it not only fills stomachs, but also benefits first responders.